All right. Okay, so when you're ready, let's come to the front of our mat. Just kind of getting a sense of your feet. Feel your feet on the floor. And take a moment to rock a little bit. Spread your toes. Make some space between each of your toes. And if you like, kind of lifting your heels up a little bit, lifting your heels up, pressing them down. Feel, if you need to kind of bend your knees a little bit to really feel the bottoms of your feet here and gripping the mat with your toes, feeling the ground here. Okay, let's start with our palms together in front of our heart. Breathing in, reaching the arms up overhead. Little back bend and folding forward. So when you fold forward, see if you can hinge from your hips. Opening up the backs of the legs. So we're going to start out just kind of a little bit slow here. Starting out slow, we'll pick up the pace a little bit. And feeling the backs of your legs as you hinge from your hips. So keeping your back flat. See if you can, if you need to, you can hold on to your knees or your shins and really lengthen out, keeping your back flat as you fold forward. So the movement is coming right from the hinge of the hips rather than the low back. See if you can lengthen your low back, lengthen your neck. Okay, let's bring the hands all the way down to the floor, stepping the left foot back as far as it'll go. Lower your knee down, get a nice hip opener here. Breathing into the center of the body. And then stepping the right foot back to meet the left, walking the feet in place. So lifting your heels, lowering them a few times. And then lowering your knees down, engage your core here, lifting your tailbone, maybe sliding onto your elbows and coming forward onto your abdomen. Exhale fully. Inhale the head up. And then coming back to downward dog. And in downward dog, just see if you can maybe moving the hips around a little bit. Again, walk the feet in place if you want to. Feeling the legs, especially legs and back. When you're ready, let's step the left foot forward. Just lower the right knee for the moment. Again, hip opener here. And uncurl the back feet. Uncurl the back foot, rather. And breathe into the core. All right, let's step the right foot forward. Rounding the back this time and rolling up to standing. Reaching the arms overhead. Engage your core. Engage the tops of the legs as you do a little back bend just beneath the shoulder blade. And then palms together in front of the heart. Okay, let's do this next one a little bit faster. This time we're going to synchronize with our breathing. Starting out, palms together in front of the heart. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling and folding forward. Inhaling the right foot back. Exhaling the left foot back. Lowering down on your exhale. Inhaling head, neck, shoulders up. And you don't have to, you don't have to do an upward dog here, especially if this is hard on your back and your low back. You don't have to get your arms straight. That's just an option if you want to take it. You could also stay lower and you're still engaging your low back muscles here. And drawing your shoulders and elbows close to your sides. You can even adjust your hand positioning. Sometimes having your hands lower towards your hips can help you to kind of get that traction to lift up higher. Okay, and then let's return to downward dog. Maybe shaking out your head a little bit. And then stepping our right foot forward on the inhale. Exhale the left foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale the arms up, number 3. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the left foot back. Exhale the right foot back. Lower down. Inhale the head, neck, shoulders up. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhale the right foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Rest a few moments. We're going to do 3 more here, and kind of about the same pace. If you need to go slower, feel free to. If you want to experiment going faster, you could also do that. We really want to kind of expend excessive energy if we've been kind of not had an opportunity to move around much today. We want to expend, want to get some of that extra energy out of us. Sun salutation is a wonderful way to do that. Okay, let's start with the palms in front of our heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the right foot back. Exhale the left foot back. Lower down knees, chest and chin. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward. Exhale the left foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. And number 6, next one. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale the left foot back. Exhale the right foot back. Lower down all the way. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhale the right foot forward. Inhale the arms up. And palms together in front of the heart. This last one, let's do this on our own. So I'm not going to give any cues on this one. Go at your own pace. Really, invitation to get in touch with your own body. See how your body's feeling. Embody your body. Get into your body. Listen to the sensations in your own body where it hurts. Because we don't want to push through pain or anything like that. But we do want to be able to distinguish between good pain and bad pain. Very important here. So we want to kind of maybe open ourselves. And sometimes that's painful. But how much is bad pain versus how much is just what's required of us to open up? We need to kind of be able to discern that for ourselves. Okay, so this is an opportunity to start really getting in touch with your own body. Let's do that. Okay, we'll start out together and then, begin on your own. Okay, ready? Okay, when you're done, just come into mountain pose. Mountain pose, just externally rotating the arms, standing up tall. Maybe smile, bring a smile to your face, even if you don't feel happy. Take a look out if you have, if you're near windows, maybe facing the window just to see outdoors, see if there's any green around you. Connect with trees, with grass, with air, with sunlight. Even if you don't see the sun, you can see the light. Okay, let's do, we'll do some strength asanas. The first one, let's do warrior. So stepping our feet apart, bending that front knee. And really just kind of holding it there. This is, you know, really strengthening, helping to strengthen the muscles around the knee. All right, so kind of digging your heel in there, pushing your foot down here. Starting out, I'm just having my right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, setting up our base. You know, and you can, you know, you may choose to bend your knee more. The more you bend, the more you're going to possibly feel in that bent leg, the more you bend your knee. So you decide how much to bend your knee. There's a lot of intense feeling in there. You can back off of it a little bit if you want to, or you might want to stay with that intensity and kind of breathe with it. You know, that's a choice you can make here. All right, now just bringing our arms out over our legs. So drawing the tailbone, the pelvis goes kind of, the tailbone is coming down. You know, if my back hand here is tailbone, I'm just kind of bringing it down. And the front of my pelvis is kind of tilting upwards a little bit. Arms over the legs, looking over the right arm. Breathe. Any intense pains that come up for you at this time, see if you can stay with them. Breathe with them. This is called tapas. This is burning up of mental afflictions as well as physical afflictions. Physical toxins get burned up here. Mental toxins get burned up as we stay with the strong emotions that we might encounter in these poses. The beauty about yoga is it brings up our emotions so we can feel a little bit more. We want to know what we're feeling. We want to feel what's going on inside of us. It's like boiling water. Sometimes we don't feel the water, or we boil. In order to get something to cook, like potatoes, you got to boil the water in order to get it to soften so you can eat it. And the same is true for emotions. If the emotions, okay, let's straighten out a leg and go to the other side. Emotions get cooked in a sense in a pot, and if the water is not boiling, they're not really edible. In other words, we can't really get a sense of what their message is to us until we see them more clearly. And so we want to bring the temperature, so to speak, up in our bodies so we can feel what's going on there. But again, this is, you have the dial there. How much you turn up, how much you want to turn it up is up to you. And it doesn't have to be like really super intense here. Kind of breathing with whatever's there, though. Breathing with whatever's there. Okay, let's make our way back to mountain pose and just rest. So there's this combination of turning the heat up and also turning the heat down. Now we're just turning the heat down. Just as you would turn the heat up, but you're not going to keep it up high. When you bring something to boil, what do? Once it gets to a boil, you turn the heat back down. Because that's what we're doing. We're lowering the heat to kind of bringing things to simmer. Make sure to smile. Okay. Another thing is we're going to turn the heat up again. Add a little heat here. So bending the knees for chair pose. Okay. So keeping the low back long. Okay, lengthen out from the neck. Reaching the arms up. You can have them up over your head, or if you want to have them out to the side. Third option is to keep them at your legs. Okay, any one of those three is totally fine. You decide how much you want to turn the heat up here. You're in control of that dial. Okay, you can bend your knees more deeply if you want to. It's probably going to turn the dial up if you bend, the more you bend your knees. Probably, maybe. Okay, we'll just hold it for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's come back up to standing. Just pause here. At any time, if you're finding like this is exhausting, it's too much, you can lie down on your back. Feel free to rest it out. I'm noticing my heart rate's up. I'm sweating a little bit. I'm wearing heavy clothes and I'm in an attic space. So I'm feeling this. I'm feeling like a little bit of sweat here, even though it's not very warm in this space right now. But just check it out. See what's going on internally for you. Take a few moments to soften the muscles in your arms, your legs, your abdomen, and your face. Okay, this next pose is called Garudasana. It's the eagle pose. This is another kind of an intense, can be intense. A couple ways to do this. First, it's a balancing pose, so you may wish to stand near a wall and hold on to something. Okay, if you need to do that, by all means, you know your body best. So we're just kind of putting our attention into one leg. I'm starting out with my left leg here. Putting your focus on that left leg, maybe a little bend there, and then wrapping your other leg around. So you could, a couple of options here. One is to just crisscross your knees. Now, a second option is to hook your foot around your calf. You might need to bend a little deeper to do that. Okay, arms, you can hold on to the wall here if you want. Or if you want, you can wrap your left arm around, so you're holding onto your shoulders. Option one. We'll lose the balance here. Option one, so if you get, it's normal to feel a little shaky. Option two is to wrap the hand. Totally normal to feel shaky, lose your balance here, it's okay. Just do what you can. We're gonna just hold this for another 10 seconds if possible. See if you can stay with your breathing, stay with what you're feeling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the arms first. Don't hold on. Hold on with the legs. Slowly straighten the left leg and unwrap the right. Come into mountain. See where you are here. Breathe. If you need to take a drink of water, go ahead and do that. Okay, because we're gonna do the other side now. So when you're ready, just take a few moments to kind of resettle yourself. Okay, when you're ready, let's do the other side. With balance, sometimes it can help to focus your eyes on one point. Sometimes it can help to keep your eyes soft, right? You can keep your eyes soft. Okay, this time the right hand goes underneath. You can hold on to your shoulders with your hands, or wrap your arms around each other. And breathe. Breathe through this. Whatever, if there's any intense feelings coming up for you, stay with them. Breathe. And hold in for 10 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release the arms and slowly release the leg with control. Settle down, back to mountain. Soften the muscles in your leg, just let them release. Notice any changes in the muscles of especially your right leg. See if you can notice any shifts, any changes there. All right. Let's do some back strengthening poses. So we're going to kind of lower the temperature down a little bit here. Let's come onto our abdomen. And just turn the head to one side, rest on your abdomen. Notice the contact your whole front side is making with the floor. Notice any stretch that happens in your neck as you turn your head to the side. If this is too much on your neck, you can always bring your chin or forehead to the mat. I trust you to listen to your own body. That's your best teacher. Okay, let's start by just beginning to bring the chin to the mat. Hands at our side, lifting up our head, neck, shoulders, and arms. Feet stay on the ground, toes kind of touching the ground here. Coming up onto the abdomen. How high you lift up really doesn't matter. Main thing is we're engaging our low back muscles. Stay there, maybe another 10 seconds. You could interlace your hands here if you'd like, squeezing your shoulder blades together, maybe lifting your chin up. Now see how that feels. You can come out of these poses if they're not working for you. Okay, let's release the head back down, release the arms. Rest for about 5 seconds, and then we'll go right back into it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, when you're ready, let's, again, lift the head, shoulders, arms. You can interlace your hands. Another option here is to bend your knees, catch your feet or ankles, and push your feet into your hands for bow. Kind of rocking maybe a little bit on your abdomen, or just kind of pressing your abdomen against the mat. You might feel, you might notice the pulsing of your artery, that abdominal artery that reaches down from your heart into your stomach. 3, 2, 1, and release. Turning your head to one side and resting. Keep in mind you can alternate the direction you have your head so to give a stretch to the opposite side of your neck. Okay, all right, when you're ready, let's bring the chin or forehead again to the mat, feet together, lifting the head, neck, shoulders up. Balancing on the abdomen, maybe bending the knees. See if you want to bend your knees and catch your feet for bow pose again. If you want to, try it out. You could also do half bow pose. You know, just have one leg and lifting the other leg. So one leg's bent, the other leg's lifted, and then you can switch to the other side. You want to do half bow. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, when you're ready, let's roll on to one side and then recenter on our mats on our back. Bring the knees into the ribs and kind of rock a little bit side to side. Just giving the back a little rest here. All right, let's stretch the legs out. You can stay here for the rest of the class if you want to. If you want to just lie on your back, that's totally fine. When you're ready, let's stretch the arms out overhead. Take a breath in, hold it. And engaging your core, lift up your peel. We're just kind of peeling our back off of the mat, one vertebra at a time. Just kind of peeling up. And then continuing forward, folding over both legs. Catch your toes if you can, or your knees, or wherever. The main thing is that you're really feeling your own body here and giving a stretch to the back side of your legs and back. If there's pain in the low back, that's a sign you're probably going too far, or that you might need to lengthen your back up as you come forward. You know, like lifting up out of your back is more important than reaching forward. So once coming out from the crown of your head, lengthening out there as you reach forward. And as you're, even if you're catching your toes here, the main thing is that you continue to lengthen. Be conscious about what's going on in your back, making space between the vertebrae there. So we're lengthening out from our back here. Okay, let's come back to a seat, and let's see. We'll go make our way into shoulder stand. This is a really good one for shoulder stand is said to be the queen of all the asanas. It's good for the thyroid gland. It's good for changing the flow of the blood, circulating the lymph system. And it's just when you're in an upside down position like shoulder stand, it gives a relief to also your emotional system. It helps to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, can help with sleep. So let's, if you'd like to start this on the wall, just kind of sit right next to the wall on one side. Bring your hip, one hip, right next to the wall. Press it against the wall. Bring the feet up onto the wall. You could stay here. This would be fine. You know, if you want to stay right here like this. If you want to try a shoulder stand, you can press your feet into the wall, peel your low back up, coming up onto your shoulders. If that feels good, then just stay there. If it doesn't feel right, maybe come out of it until you notice a shift, an internal shift there. Let's bring our hands to our low back for support. You can keep your feet on the wall here. Watch your wrists. You know, to be careful not to strain your wrists or your back. Maybe lifting your feet up off of the wall. You can keep one on if you want, one off. You could have your legs pointed straight up towards the ceiling or over your head. What is your body teaching you right now? Your best teacher is your body, no doubt. You got to trust that. And we'll stay here for about a minute. Some people like to turn their feet around their ankles once they're up here. It's a nice feeling. Focus on the base of your throat at your thyroid gland. And again, if you need to put your foot down on the wall, go ahead. Another 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, when you're ready, first bring, if your feet are up, just bring one to the wall and the other to the wall. Slowly lower down your hands. And really be careful about lowering your back down one vertebra at a time. Feel each vertebrae as you come down. Feel it. Feel the contact your vertebrae is making with the mat. And slide your feet up the wall if you'd like. Just rest here for a few moments. Just breathe. Stay with your breathing. All right. Okay, to counteract the shoulder stand, because shoulder stand is can be a little bit rough on our neck. We want to go the opposite way with our neck. And for that, fish pose is recommended. So you could use a block, kind of placing a block underneath your shoulder blades, just kind of in between your shoulder blades, maybe a little bit low on the back, maybe. Not in your low back, but a little bit higher than your low back. You could also use a cushion, or you don't have to use anything. Okay, if you use a cushion, you have to adjust so that you find some comfort here. What that looks like for you, I don't know. You're gonna have to find some comfort there. So you might have to adjust the cushion. And you're kind of pressing into your elbows, holding onto your legs. My thumbs are above, like kind of wrapping around my thighs. My forefingers are underneath my thighs. I'm just kind of lifting my chin up and lowering the crown of my head to the mat. Okay, that's one way to do this. Another way is to do it without a block or cushion. And really pressing into your elbows, lifting your sternum up, squeezing your shoulder blades together, lifting your chin up high, and placing the crown of the head on the mat. Feel a nice stretch here in your throat. You can bring a smile to your face, and that helps to stretch the muscles in the front of your throat. And we're stimulating, again, the thyroid gland. And also opening up the ribs and the lungs. So take some deep breaths here. It helps to clean out, keep the lungs clear and clean. Okay, when you're ready, slowly lift up your head. Come back up to the seat. And then we'll move into yoga mudra. So yoga mudra is the yogic seal. It helps to seal in all the benefits of what we've done so far. It's kind of it's more energetic than it is physical. So find a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have a cushion to sit on, go ahead and sit on your cushion. And then we take our hands, bring them behind our back, take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Lengthening the spine up, close the eyes, and then begin to tuck the chin in, around the shoulders, around the back, bring the forehead to the mat. Focusing here on your breathing. Now slowly beginning, make this the slowest movement of the class. Begin to lift your head. Begin to lift your back up. Just kind of slowly unwinding. Release your arms. Let them rest on your legs. Notice any changes in your body, if any. All right, from here we're going to move into yoga nidra, deep relaxation. So feel free to lay down for this if you'd like. And lay down on your back or on your side. Okay, and then beginning by kind of circling your feet around your ankles a few times, rolling your legs side to side a few times, rolling your arms side to side a few times. Lifting your head up, take a breath in and hold it. Make fists with your hands, squeeze your arms, lift your legs up if you can, squeeze everything, and release. Roll out your legs and arms and rest. See if you can find a immovable posture, something where you stay still for the next few minutes. The stiller you are, the deeper the relaxation goes. We start with the physical layer of the body, softening wherever there's tension in the physical layer of the body, softening all the muscles in your face, your legs and arms, and the core of your being. Now shifting awareness to your breathing. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Keeping your mind here, noticing thoughts as they rise and fall away. Watch the stream of thoughts. If your mind is wandering, that's okay. See if you can notice your mind wandering. And now let's shift our awareness to any feelings of ease or peace in our body-mind. Maybe even bringing a smile to our face. Like a sponge soaking up any sense of well-being. And staying with your experience, let's begin to roll the legs and arms a little bit. Wiggle the fingers into the toes. And roll over onto the left side of your body. That helps to stimulate waking up. You can stay there. You can stay on your back if you prefer, or stay on your side. When you're ready, make your way to a seated posture. Zazen if you'd like, that cosmic mudra. Or if you want to try chin mudra, it's a special kind of mudra. You hold you kind of like make an OK sign with your hands and place your palms up on your knees. Eyes could be opened or closed, it's your choice. I recommend trying both and seeing what feels best for you. What helps you, a question you can ask yourself is what helps you to feel a sense of being grounded, of being here, of being at home? And by home, I don't just mean your physical home. I mean being at home in your body and being at home in your life. Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh says, we can enjoy our breathing, we can enjoy our sitting, and we can enjoy our life. And that's regardless of any of the D words, death, disease, disaster, deluge, all those Ds. We can enjoy our sitting. We can enjoy each breath we take. We can enjoy our breath. We can enjoy our life. In this way, happiness becomes a choice rather than something that we feel or don't feel. Suffering is also part of our life too. Sometimes we don't feel happy, and that's okay. There's no shame in feeling unhappy. We want to be totally honest with what we are feeling. Sometimes negative emotions arise, and in that case, we hold them gently, bring them in, allow them to be there, watching them, softening our heart, feeling what's there. Bringing us, that's how compassion enters us, is through engaging with negative emotions. That's how we develop compassion. Compassion helps us to connect with all those people, all those beings, human and non-human, that are suffering today. Open our hearts to compassion for all those who are suffering from coronavirus, all those that know people that are suffering with it, all those that have passed away because of it. We keep them in our hearts, send our loving thoughts out to them. For all of those living in fear and anxiety, we send our love, we send our strength out there, bringing it to those people, wishing it for them, that they may have confidence in themselves, that they may experience the end of fear and anxiety. We bring that attention also into our own bodies, knowing that we sometimes feel fear and anxiety.
And we wish for ourselves that we may feel also the end of anxiety and fear. And that we may feel love for ourselves regardless of how we feel, good or bad. Feeling also a sense of inner strength, power. If you'd like, you could bring your attention down into the abdomen, feeling your abdomen expand and contract. And closing this class, may all beings be safe, may all beings be well, may all beings be happy. A sincere wish that suffering may end for all of us. All right. Thank you.